All right. Well, I'm back again, and I'm going to be talking about. Uh, I'm going to be talking about the Office usage of productivity apps on Apple Vision Pro and my experience of using it. And one thing to take note is that if you want to use Apple Vision Pro for productivity purposes, you need to use uh, third-party apps to get to the Apple Vision Pro to connect to your laptop, especially if it's a Windows laptop, or you can use third-party apps like AnyDesk. And another app that I come across that was useful is Immerse.com. I have not gotten a chance to use Immerse app that can be used on Apple Vision Pro. So there are different apps that is available to use on Apple Vision Pro. However, the problem is that if you're using your office laptop that is being managed by your IT, depends on what software is already in your laptop. If your office laptop already has like for example AnyDesk, then you could connect in, because for office laptops normally they control very tightly due to security reasons, and they don't allow third-party apps to be installed by a normal level user. So that will be the case. So assuming that you have the rights to, you have the AnyDesk in it, you can actually remote into your laptop. However, from my experience using AnyDesk, if you're away from using the AnyDesk, the app will disconnect. Yeah, so the app will disconnect if you are away for a short while, and there will be a prompt on your Vision Pro to say that the application is going to be disconnected. Do you want to keep it connected? If you wish to keep it connected, please click onto the notification on your Apple Vision Pro. Sometimes it gets pretty annoying. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is that the resolution can be a concerning thing, because while you are able to remote in, assuming that for example the screen that I'm going to do my remote into my office laptop is an external monitor, because I have my office laptop connected to my external monitor that is running at 1080p. What I get is that when I remote in, I can see my screen, I can read the words, I can navigate with the mouse and keyboard. The mouse and keyboard is the one connected to my office laptop, not the mouse that is not the keyboard that's connected to my Apple Vision Pro. So I'm actually using the keyboard that's connected to my office laptop. Okay. One thing to take note is that you need to disable the sound option in, for example, like AnyDesk, because what's going to happen is that when the sound plays, the thing will have an echo. So for me, I'm using external speakers. So in the AnyDesk, there's a setting where you disable the sound going straight to your Vision Pro, so that when I click onto sound, it's coming out from my external speakers that is connected to my office laptop. And I have my microphone that's connected to my office laptop directly. So that is to facilitate meetings. However, I have not used I'm not wear Vision Pro to do a meeting with my colleagues, because it's going to be very weird. They're going to be looking at my Vision Pro. We can't have an eye contact, and it's also a bit problematic if suddenly in the meeting you get disconnected from the AnyDesk. So again, then the next question you might be asking is, why don't I connect directly to the the Microsoft Teams corporate? Unfortunately, on Apple Vision Pro, we have the Microsoft Teams, you can't log into your corporate account at this moment. It will say that login disabled. You can only log into your Microsoft Teams consumer level. However, there's a workabout. If you have the link in your calendar and you can access your corporate link, so your meeting link is being created by your colleague who sends you an invite, you can go into your Apple Vision Pro, access the Outlook online, click the link, and your Microsoft Teams will work and connect straight into your meeting. So you can join the meeting with your Apple Vision Pro natively using the native Microsoft Teams app. But your Microsoft Teams app can't connect directly, can't log in directly into your Office Teams. So for example, if I want to do Teams, I got to remote into my Office laptop, answer and type and communicate. And to put matters simple, anything to do with meetings, I remove my Office. I remove my Vision Pro. When it's nothing else to do with meetings, I will put it on and access my documents. So I remote in and access my documents, do editing, and there's a constraint is the resolution. So what I'm reading through, so now I'm on Apple Vision Pro, I'm looking at my laptop, reading the words. The resolution won't be as fantastic and sharp. So for reading words, you will see a bit of blurry. It's not precise, crispy, sharp. Versus when you turn on your Apple Vision Pro, native app like Safari or Firefox or Edge, EDGE, your reading is precisely crispy unless you have a prescription lens issue, or else everything looks crispy, sharp, good. So that's one of the constraints you have with Apple Vision Pro. If you're using it to trying to remote in and do some typing and you find the wordings a little bit blur, but it's annoying. Yeah, so what I do is that if I really want to get serious editing done, I will do it on my LCD monitor, which is precisely sharp. Get it done quickly. If I want to do a review of the document, the Word document, that's where the next thing happens is that I will need to have a few things. Number one, I will need to have the keyboard. The magic keyboard needs to be there, number one. Number two, I need the trackpad because using the trackpad, navigating through a piece of document is very much easy to select the area you wish to edit. Then the next thing to take note of is to make sure that you install, you have Edge for Vision Pro. Edge. You need the application called Edge. It's Microsoft Edge, the browser. You need the Microsoft Edge. Okay, why you need a Microsoft Edge? Because on Apple Vision this is the one. Okay, Edge. Okay, so this is the thing you need. Okay, you need Microsoft Edge because on the corporate laptops, the corporate accounts, they already set up security that you can only access your office.com on this browser for security reasons. So you can install the native Microsoft Edge. You can't use Safari, you have to use Edge. Then the next thing you need to take note is that you have to go into office.com, log on to your corporate account, and take note that you cannot log on to your corporate account on your native Word or Excel app. If you attempt to do that, the system will tell you that, well, security reasons denied, then they'll remove the account. So how you go about doing it is to come to Edge here, log on to your office.com, log on to your corporate account, then you can see your cloud-based, your Word, your Outlook. Okay, so assuming you go into your Word document, your online Word, if you wish to edit that document instead of on the browser, you wish to edit it on the native Word app, make sure you install the native Word app that is on that is on the so for example the productivity app that's on Apple Vision Pro. But remember, do not log in to your corporate account on your Word or Excel. Do not do that. Do not attempt to do that at all. Just install it, then going into your Edge. Okay, going into your Edge here. When you log on to your Edge account, you go into your Edge browser, log in to your office.com, log into your corporate account, then go to the file and choose open via app, via the native app. Then voila, it will open up on the native app. Then one question initially I had was that, how do I open multiple documents that way? Okay, what you need to do is that now your native app is open with your documents. What you do is that you go one step backwards in your native app, go to home. Then now you see that your native app have access to all the earlier open documents. Then over there, set the documents into the viewing mode of detailed, not square, not the box viewing. If you look at the box viewing, it doesn't work properly, so you have to set it to detailed mode. Means you see one liner, the document, the document file name. Then on the right side of the name, there's 3 dots. Click onto it and click open new window, and voila, you have the second window open. Voila, you have the third window open. You can now open multiple windows and flood your environment with your Word document, and you can resize it as big as you want, the size of the wall, rectangular, and from there you can actually do your side-by-side comparison and editing, and that's damn cool. Okay, that's really relaxing to see my documents so big, and I don't have to strain my eyes on my iPad. I don't have to strain my eyes on a 29-inch. I don't have to strain my eyes on a laptop screen, or on a limited myself to a 29-inch. Especially 29-inch, you have to open side by side. The screen, the words are even smaller. So right now, it's good for doing checking. I would say that it's good to do checking on it, and comparison of documents, example agenda items and meeting minutes, to make sure everything is proper and aligned. And so that's opening up of the Microsoft Word. And it took me a while to discover how do I open new window, because when you go into your Microsoft Word, if you view it under the box viewing, I try to click it. There's the click new window, it doesn't open. Don't know for whatever reasons it doesn't open. When I change the viewing mode to detailed file name, and I click the 3 dots, open new window, it responds to me. Hopefully the company doesn't install more Microsoft security. Okay, one of the issues you will face is that Microsoft will require you to authenticate on the Authenticator app. Unfortunately, the app works only on your phone. So on the phone, it will try to do a face scan, face ID, fail, they will ask for the password. So that's the drawback of it. You don't have to remove your Vision Pro to do that, because I'll have my Vision Pro on, and I will do my first time logged in, and it will say give the authenticator, type in this number to authenticate. Then I'll try to access my authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator on my phone. It will say Face ID failed, then password. Then I key in the password, get the number, type it in, then you will do another authentication, Face ID again, then failed, then password. So the phone side. So that's the thing. But all this while, I keep my headset on. It's very annoying. Hopefully Microsoft comes up with something that there's an available app that can help me do authentication with my Optic ID. Yeah, iID or whatever it is. Okay, so that's the part on the Office app. So take note that you need to install the Office app. You need to pre-install your Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You need to install the Edge, the browser, Microsoft browser, and you need to have a trackpad and a magic mouse. Try not to do with your eyes. It's damn tiring and painful, and it's annoying. Yeah, so take note of that. So editing on the native app of Office in Vision Pro is damn awesome. Yeah, it's damn fun. Another way to go about doing it is that you PDF your Office file, assuming you don't have to edit the file, you just need to read your Office, maybe your standard operating procedure manuals side by side. Then you basically get your file saved as a PDF. Then you open up your file on your native app under files app, and you can open multiple PDF side by side, no problems. So multiple windows can be opened that way, and something that at this moment iPad can do it. Yeah, I haven't really discovered whether iPad can open multiple windows. Yeah, but the Apple Vision Pro, you are able to do it that way. So in terms of productivity wise, I find that, well, it integrates into my daily workflow. As long as I do have meetings, I could access the Apple Vision Pro, access my Word documents, do some editing, do some reading, checking emails. Okay, so another thing is that, can you check emails? Can you run the native Outlook app with your Office corporate account? No, you can't. The only way to access your emails, your files, everything is via the Microsoft Edge browser. So everything is via the Edge browser. But again, that depends on company to company. Some companies have even more complicated security setup that requires some other third-party apps, and then whatever I shared with you totally may not work. And well, I also do not know whether if my company continue to implement even stricter control, eventually maybe I can't access my documents on my Apple Vision Pro. I'm not sure at this moment, but however, at this moment I could still access it. But very many times I'm just using it to blow it big and do comparisons and very minor edits. So the major editing, I've already done it on my Office laptop. Yeah, because yeah, that's a place where I can concentrate and do my typing. And then if I need to do comparisons, blow it big, listen to some nice music on my Apple Vision Pro, then I would basically put on my Apple Vision Pro, remote into my computer, then access my Apple Vision Pro's browser and access the Word document, open up and side by side do some minor comparisons and maybe minor editing if required with the necessary accessories. And so far I think that's what I could do. And it's very relaxing because I could turn on the environment mode, and I can immerse myself in the lake view of Mount Hood. So far I like that's the environment that I like the most. Maybe the upcoming is Bora Bora, the beach, but maybe the beach is very distracting for me, I'm not sure till then. But being immersed in the environment and listening to the music and doing some checking, it's very relaxing. Yeah, versus staring at my physical environment with monitors and cables lying everywhere, messy. So it's actually a totally different experience. So for this Apple Vision Pro, most people may like it for entertainment, but I need it more for my workflow. As long as it needs to be integrated by workflow, at the same time I can use it also for entertainment after 6 p.m. after office hours. I could so entertainment wise, this device meets it all. Yeah, it meets the needs. What about accessing this device via your Macintosh, your MacBook and iPad? Sorry, your MacBook and your iMac. Okay, I don't have a MacBook, but I could connect my Apple iMac to the Apple Vision Pro, and so far very smooth, no problems. The Apple Vision Pro is able to become the virtual screen for my iMac. Other than that, I don't run any specialized software that needs the iMac to run it. So many times the iMac is more like a white elephant. Do I access my Apple Vision Pro with my PC? Not really, because unless I'm doing editing, but that has not been much of an interest to me, so I also seldom access my PC. Main device that I access all the time is my iPad. So my iPad is actually the companion to my office laptop. I'm hoping for the new version that can help me mirror my iPad into Apple Vision Pro so that I can do control of apps on it when I'm wearing the Apple Vision Pro. That will be the most awesome feeling I can get. Other than that, the iPad is something that goes with me everywhere when I can't bring along my office laptop. Yeah, so between my iPad and my iPhone, the iPhone is the least that I want to access my emails on. I will always use my iPad to access my emails, do my typing with my Logitech keyboard on the taxi, on the car, on the bus. I could do all these things with my iPad. Apple Vision Pro, I would use it at home, or maybe I go into a cafe, then I could use it. But very much, is Apple Vision Pro suitable for productivity apps? Absolutely no problem. You could. But when you're using the productivity app, as long as you have the accessories of the keyboard and the mouse, the keyboard and the trackpad, you could access and control and navigate easily. Just one thing to take note is that when you are using the trackpad, the moment you start using the multi-touch trackpad, this trackpad is not 3D access. 3D, so what I mean by that is that when you attempt to move a window, a window in front of you, an app window in front of you, from left to right, it's going to work very badly with a trackpad. So the trackpad is very good for you to do click, 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 to do text selection. Do not attempt to use your trackpad to move windows around. It is just going to give you a frustrating feeling. And the next thing you take note is that the moment when you alternate between your eyes to your trackpad, the Apple Vision Pro will take a while before it disconnects from your trackpad. So let's say that I'm looking at a piece of document, I just use my trackpad to click a space. Then now suddenly I feel like wanting to make this window look bigger. I move my eyes to the bottom and try to resize it. It doesn't happen that way. So what sometimes I do is that I will just turn off the trackpad. I turn on the trackpad when I need it. When I don't need it, I turn it off. Immediately the control comes back to my eyes, and I could use my eyes to control my fingers to control the window sizing and where I want to place the windows. So try to place your windows of your app properly first before you start using your trackpad to do clicking. Yeah, don't attempt to select something at the same time control and move your windows around. Then your application will fly all over the place. It gets a bit disoriented and it can be very frustrating. So take note of that. That's for a productivity app. And more importantly, if you're going to use productivity apps for a long time, you're going to use your Apple Vision Pro for more than an hour, make sure that your office chair gives you a neck support. So when you're leaning down, you get a proper neck support and you don't feel your neck don't feel aching and pain due to holding onto the weight of the Apple Vision Pro. Other than that, you need to make sure that your light seal is the correct sizing. It makes you feel comfortable. You're not supposed to feel any pain, any aches on the area of your face. But then again, there are people with flat. Some people's facial does have a cheekbone. Then that requires you to try third-party options for support on your Apple Vision Pro. But overall, I could use it for 2 to 3 hours. No problems, no pain. Can I use it in a non-aircon environment? No problem. My environment is like 32 degrees. I'm having a ceiling fan. Do I perspire into it and cause condensation? No, that doesn't happen. Ideally to use in aircon condition. Non-ideally, you can use it in the open. Nothing of condensation will happen because the nose area, there is a gap. So the heat will not collect onto your face, and your your lens insert will not condense. However, you may face a glare, so you have to go into the settings and reduce the do some settings to control the display brightness, and and that's where you can Google on the Reddit on how to control glare on your lens insert. For those who do not wear lens insert, hooray, you will not get a lens glare. But however, when you're using the Apple Vision Pro for very long hours, take note that you got to blink your eyes. You have to manually tell yourself to blink the eyes, or else you're going to have problems with your eyes later on. So take note of that. Apparently, there are people who use it for long hours. Their eyes are so fixated, they forgot to blink the eyes. So after they remove it, they find that their eyes are bloodshot. Yeah, and Apple Vision Pro, when you start to use it for productivity, because it's productivity, you tend to strain further to look at certain things because you are thinking and putting thoughts into it, and that adds additional strain that you need to take note to rest your eyes, put eye drops and things like that. So make sure the eyes doesn't have any sharp pain. Anything with pain, remove the Apple Vision Pro and better rest. Use back your normal LCD. Other than that, so far my experience with Apple Vision Pro has been about 2 weeks plus, and I just changed my storage to 512 to 1 terabyte. Do I need 1 terabyte at this moment? Not really, but if I'm going to keep the device for more than 2 years to 3 years or maybe longer, then I would need more storage, because as technology progresses on, the files will all get bigger, the updates will go get bigger, the immersive contents will get more, and you will like a way of storing more stuff in than keep deleting and deleting it away. Yeah, so again, it's a personal preference. So far I find that the Apple Vision Pro really is something that is a breakthrough versus the first one was the iPhone and the iPad, but the major breakthrough is really the Apple Vision Pro's platform, which the Vision OS is quite amazing. Yeah, again, some people like it, some people don't like it, some people find it's pointless, some people find that the device is overpriced. I would feel that since it can meet my productivity workflow, that's check. Entertainment, check. Third thing, home entertainment system. I was looking at Leica's home entertainment system, and this is the Leica's Cine One. Yeah, why am I mentioning this? Because for this Cine One, it costs about 10,000. You need to get a 100-inch screen, then you get this device, you need to place it somewhere in your living room, and then you can have the awesome access, but you must connect your device to it to play the content. And the demo was amazing, and that immediately got me like, wow, I want to get something like this. Then I didn't get it because it cost about 10,000 Sing dollars, and it's not something that my family, my spouse would be so excited about, and it's not something that I could everyday use it, because I may not be home every day, and even I'm home, I could be doing work, and after that I'm tired, I don't have time to play this. So it's a very singular function thing. But if you got kids and you got a very big house and your kids like to watch TV shows, then I think it's great for them. But I think it's something, it's good to have. It's good to have. Not essential. When I had the Apple Vision Pro demonstration, I was like, wow, I don't think I need a home entertainment system anymore. Just get me this device. It covers that angle of it. Yeah, and I also don't need AirPod Max, because the Apple Vision Pro speakers are good enough for my needs as a consumer level, not an audiophile. Audiophile, they will require better headsets. I'm not at that level. Okay, so once again, back to this again. Productivity wise, check, no problem, as long as your Microsoft, your company's access to Microsoft is not superly stringent, then you should be able to access it. And the assumption is that you have a remote desktop software that you could connect to your office laptop. Yeah. So okay, here I am, and thank you for hearing me out, and hopefully my sharing is useful for you. All these things I found out via the trial and error Reddit forums, so I really appreciate the forum people for sharing. There are basically two forums. One is the Vision Pro, and the other one is the Apple Vision Pro. There are two Reddit forums that are quite active, and I find it very useful to go in and search for certain things about Apple Vision Pro. But always remember to make sure you get Apple Vision Pro's what you call Apple Care, because like today I had to call Apple Care, Apple support, because I started getting certain error messages, and I'm not too sure is my hardware failure or is there something wrong, something that I'm not doing it right. After restarting the device for a few times, I get the same error. I called up the tech support, and they immediately gave me a solution on one first phone call, and I appreciate that. And then Apple Care will get you the continuous support for 2 years, and hopefully after the 2 years, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I really hope I can extend my Apple Care for Apple Vision Pro, because this is really a very expensive device. It's very hard, I think, to sell as a second hand, because this is really a very niche device, and the sizing wise is very customized to everybody's face. Even somebody buys this second hand, they may not use my light seal, and they can't use my prescription lens. So the light seal already costs $200. The prescription lens costs another $200. You set the person back by 500 Sing dollars before they can even purchase the second-hand Apple Vision Pro and make it get it working. Yeah, but other than that, it works great for the Office 365 productivity apps. Have I used it with the apps for what I call Apple productivity apps? Not really, because I'm very much in the Windows environment. Yeah, and have I tried accessing OneDrive app, which I didn't do that because I access everything of my office files via my browser, the Edge browser on Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, so that's the thing I'm doing. All right, thank you very much for hearing me out.